It's time home spec inspections. Get me doing inspections here at 10084 Gwendolyn here in Highlands Ranch. I've been here for a while here. So anyway, it's an ASHI inspection. ASHI is the American Society of Home Inspectors. Copy of ASHI Standards of Practice. It's given with the home inspection contract and is the contract. So what we're looking for here is any major electromechanical structural problems that may dissuade you from buying the property. Plumbing, electrical, structural stuff. Generally going to take a look at the roof here. It's going to be tough to look at this roof, but you got ice on the front, so we're going to have to guess at it and project from the parts that doesn't have ice on it that the rest of it looks like a relatively newer roof. So we're going to go from there. You can check to see what kind of permits are on it and when the new roof was put on. Certainly not 20 some odd years old. Just looking through the windows and stuff. Okay, so these shingles here are in pretty good shape. They're certainly not 20 years old. They're in pretty good shape here. Okay, this is the slope that gets most of the sun. So the problem is, you see it leaking up there. Okay, so that's been leaking down here for some 25 years and dripping on here. That's what it did to your siding. It's pretty bad. So that siding needs to be replaced. Okay, and you need to figure out, probably put some sort of gutter up there, keep it from leaking there. It also wears out your shingles too, where it's hitting right here. You can see the granules in here. So you need to get that fixed. So back underneath your deck, this is all rotted out. This is your ledger board. This is the main support post or support piece or header ledger board for your whole deck. It's rotted out, needs to be taken down. And then also you need to take the siding off, which they didn't do, to make sure you get a good connection. And then you have to flash the top of this. That's why it all rotted out. So this is another big buck thing here. Okay, and you really should have a sump pump here with the drain lines out here, and I don't see any sump pits under. It should have a sump pit in the back underneath here to evacuate any water that comes underneath the structural wood floor, which I don't think they have. This may be where they put they covered up the sump pit pump. Maybe, I don't know. These are notched out here to your joists, your rafters, or joists. You need to put 2 more of those in. You see how this is cracked here? This is probably not a caisson. You're supposed to put your 4x4 posts on a caisson, go down 36 inches. You can see this is just on the slab. So why do you care? This moves up and down like this. It's not properly supported the same way this one is. And these don't have proper caissons either. They're supposed to be 2 foot wide and 36 inches deep. Okay? See the deck, the handrails, and you can see how the whole deck is sloping down the hill here. It's not done right. You have all kinds of different heights of steps, especially that first one. Do you see how big that first step is? I tripped over it 3 times. Okay. Somebody's going to get hurt. Okay? To check to see if they pulled permits on the basement. I suspect they didn't. I don't see a sub panel for the basement, and most of the time you probably need to do a sub panel. Okay? Other than that, this is fine. This AC unit's at the end of its useful life. I think it's original. 25 years old is my hunch. And it's inefficient, it's 50 ampere. So this could die the day you move in. We're going to see if we can fire it up here, but it's warm enough here maybe. We'll go from there. These underground extensions like this just collapse underneath here, and who knows where daylight's at. It's probably all covered up. Okay, so if you want to put something underneath the dirt, you need to use Schedule 40. Real plumbing pipe with a daylight, so you can see the end of it, so it drains. What I would do is just pull this thing out of here and just let it drain out here. You don't have to put it underneath the ground, okay? Gotcha. Anything underneath the ground, just like your main sewer line, has the potential for not doing well, okay? Got some pretty beat up old wood windows here. I don't even know they did that anymore. I don't think they're all vinyl. But anyway. Yep. See no gutter here. Dripping down here, rotting out the siding. Down there. And then it also can have an effect on your retaining wall too. Now this, what the hell we call it now? The header? Oh, I forgot. I'm getting all excited. Anyway, this is rotted out, this board here. Yeah, I can put my finger right through here. This needs to be replaced too, guys. Because they won't maintain the house, didn't paint and caulk and all that. These lights need to be caulked on top and probably tightened up. I don't think they painted this house in 25 years either. There's another missing gutter, and you can see what it does to your siding. And if we go over there, we got issues right there too. It's all rotting out. So you got rotting issues. And then you need to put gutters up here. See, it's rotting this siding out on this side too because you don't have gutters if you look really close up there.
What is that black dot stuff on the garage door?
This is all rotted out here too, guys. All these overdriven nail holes. This is a wood fiber product. It's basically cardboard is what it is. Freaking junk. But it will last 30 to 40 years, but you got to maintain it, and this was not maintained, okay? These old wood windows are reaching the end of the useful life too. I think you have some broken vapor seals in there too. This is not a GFI here in the garage. And this is not a builder outlet. They don't put 4 of them like this. So this is some bozo the clown guy putting electrical in here. GFI and it's off somewhere in the house. Okay, so that's actually good. We just need to find out. I think probably a bathroom. Pretty sure they didn't pull a permit on the basement. This is a non-grounded outlet here.
That's something that has to be fixed.
No, well, it tells you didn't pull a permit, so they're going to have to do a retro permit on this basement. See any smoke detectors down here or carbon monoxide detectors down here? That's code 101. So. I will put all these can lights in, and where they're getting all the electricity to run all this. No sub panel. These handrails are a joke. You can push these handrails right off, man. You lean up here having a couple of brewskis, somebody's gonna die, baby. Loose handrails. This first step's a major hazard, as I told you. This is rotting out. You can push these handrails right off. Scary stuff. This ain't done with any permit. Legend for the backyard deck too. The porch is not done right. That's all rotting out. It's not flashed. And then they don't have, you have to take off the siding to a properly attach that legend board too. See underneath the garbage disposal, they don't have a grommet on there, amateur install. And then you got a broken spigot there on your shut-off valve. And that's about all the fun stuff there. Need screens here. I don't know where they went, but a couple missing screens. Get to no lock on this window here, so you can come on in. You put a stopper in this basement door here. You need a smoke detector, CO detector probably here. Major amateur damage, the dangerous stuff. This is supposed to be completely drywalled here, okay? Somebody didn't put that in there, just for grins. It's a dryer vent. You can't have a dryer vent in the garage. This is your fan from the bathroom downstairs. So this tells me right up front they didn't pull a permit. This is major bad stuff to do. Major code violation. These springs here have been sprung on your garage door. These are supposed to self-close. Same story. You come in with your groceries, leave the door open, and then you can have noxious gases come in the house. This stuff here is all kind of broke up here. I don't know what's going on here, all there. So anyway. You can pull that right out of the wall there in the shower. You need to attach that up. Okay, we're up here in the attic here, not too bad. You can always blow more insulation in. It's been kind of smushed down here and there. You can always put more insulation and more ventilation in here if you want. If you want. Some more cosmetics, I guess.
What's that?
The fireplace doesn't work. I'm guessing what this switch is for. It doesn't turn on, the pilot's on, but it doesn't switch on. Anyway, we can't get the furnace, AC to fire up here. So it probably doesn't work. Put a flue pipe in like that's backwards. Okay, it's relatively easy to fix, but kind of let you know what else they do that we don't know about. And there's no pressure leak pipe here. Plus this thing's been beat up bad, this hot water heater, or water heater. I wonder how old this thing is. Yeah, they didn't pull the permit on. Look at the wiring back here. So this furnace is major dirty. You see the little rust stains there. They ran this during the construction phase. Good way to avoid the warranty on this. So there's not a warranty on it anymore anyway. But you need to have it cleaned and serviced. We'll see if it runs or not here in just a minute. Okay, so this is major dirty filter in here. You do have electronic air filter in here too. Probably all plugged up. So you can take this thing apart and clean it up. Furnace is 25 years old. The life expectancy of a furnace is about 20 years. That's if they're taken care of. This thing was never taken care of. It's major dirty. So probably need to get a new furnace too.
It is working though, right?
Okay, so the furnace fired up. Like I say, it's at the end of its useful life. So you see all those duct holes leaking the air out, blowing the air out there. You need to see all that duct work up there. Cold air return down here anywhere. And then they got a bedroom down here. Bedrooms have to have AFCI breakers too, and they don't. The heater in here isn't hooked up, or they don't have any heat for it. Also, with this flue, you can't go big to small. So anyway, yeah.
There's
No heat duct in this room here in the bedroom.
outlet here.
Pretty much the conclusion of the inspection at 10084 Gwendolyn Lane. That's it.